Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about cam and follower. This is unit 3 of kinematics of machinery and I am Vijay Lakshmi, assistant professor in mechanical engineering department, TPGIT Vellore. So what are cams? So the cam is a mechanical device that is used to transmit motion to a follower by a direct contact. So this is the cam. Over this you can see the follower. The follower has direct contact with the cam. So when the cam rotates, it causes the follower to move. So the movement may be either up and down vertical movement, or it can also oscillate depending upon for which the cam is designed. So the cam acts as the driver, whereas the follower is the driven element. So in a cam and follower pair, normally the cam rotates, whereas the follower may translate or oscillate. So they are used to convert rotary motion into reciprocatory motion. So where this plays an important role is we need reciprocating motion only for a short interval of time, whereas for the remaining duration it has to remain stationary, or you can call that as a dwell period. Then the cam is coming into picture. So where the follower will be given a movement for a particular duration or for a particular time alone. So hence this plays an extensive role in valve operating mechanisms of IC engines, steam engines, or whatever it is. So classification of cam. So based upon the physical shape, cams are classified into disc or plate cams. So all these elliptical disc is a cam. So whenever the follower comes with the contact with the tip of the cam, it moves upwards. Whereas when it is in contact with the remaining portion, there is no movement of the follower. So the next is cylindrical cam. So here you can see the follower is moving along the surface of the cylinder. A groove is cut along the surface of the cylinder. So when the cylinder rotates, the follower oscillates. So it will move along the groove. As a result, the follower will oscillate. So here again you can see it is a disc or the plate cam, but here the cam is positioned, follower is positioned in such a way that the follower is going to oscillate, whereas here the follower is going to reciprocate. Next is translational cam or wedge cam. So these cams are not very commonly used. So the cam moves over and back in the reciprocating motion, so which causes the follower to move vertically. Next we'll discuss the classification of followers. So based upon the surface of contact between the follower and the cam, it is classified into 4 types. One is knife edge follower. From the knife edge, you can see the follower as a sharp knife edge which rests on the cam. So this has a more pressure angle, and whereas it causes more wear. Next is roller follower. So you have a roller follower, roller as the follower which is having contact with the cam. Here again the wear is less. Next is mushroom follower. So here the follower is in the shape of a flat mushroom. Next is in the mushroom follower again the line of contact is more and you have some disadvantage. To overcome the mushroom, you have the surface of contact in the form of a sphere or a spherical surface. So then it is called as spherical follower. So next is based upon the type of motion. So it can be either an oscillating follower or it can be a translating follower. Next is radial or inline follower. So here the axis of the cam and the axis of the follower, if they are in the same line, then it is called as inline follower. So this is a knife edge inline follower, a roller inline follower, mushroom inline follower and a spherical inline follower. And the next is offset follower. If the axis of the cam and axis of the follower are separated by a small distance, then you call that as offset follower. So this is a classification of cam and follower. Now let us see with the various cam terminologies. So this is the cam and you have the roller follower here, and this is the direction of motion of the follower. The center of the roller is acting as a trace point. So if it is a knife edge, the knife edge will act as the trace point. So cam profile. So the outer surface of the disc cam is the cam profile. Next is the base circle. So if you are drawing a smallest circle that can be drawn to the cam profile is called as the base circle. Next is the trace point. So this trace point is where we are going to study the profile. So for drawing or for generating the cam profile, we assume that the follower is tracing the cam profile or it is following the cam contour. So we take a point for the study and that point is called as the trace point. So in the case of the roller follower, the center of the roller acts as the trace point. In case of a knife edge follower, the tip of the knife edge acts as the trace point. Next is pitch curve. So the locus of the successive points, so when the trace point is moving over the contour of the cam, the point will trace a path. If you join the points or if you trace the path, that will give the pitch curve. So in case of a knife edge follower, both the trace point will coincide with the tip of the knife edge. So pitch curve and the cam profile will be the same. Next is the prime circle. So the smallest circle drawn on the pitch curve from the cam center. Next is the pressure angle. So if you are drawing a normal to the pitch curve and we assume that the follower is going to move, and if you see the direction, so if the follower is at this position, this will be the direction of the motion. So if you are considering here, this will be the direction of motion. So the angle between the normal to the pitch curve and the direction of motion is called as the pressure angle. Pitch point. So when the pitch curve, you are finding out the pressure angle will be different at the different points. So the position on the pitch curve where the pressure angle is maximum is called as the pitch point. Okay. So the pitch circle is nothing but the circle which passes through the pitch point is called as the pitch circle. So these are the various terminologies which we are using. So when the pressure angle is more, it means the cam is too steep. And it will be difficult for the cam follower to climb. Next is motion of the follower. So as the cam rotates, the follower can move upwards and downwards. So it is the upward motion of the follower is called as the rise or outstroke. The downward motion is called as fall or the return stroke. So when the follower is not moving upward or downward, even when the cam rotates, that period is called as the dwell. So the follower during its travel may have the following motions, any one of the following motion. It may move with uniform velocity, simple harmonic motion, uniform acceleration and retardation, or cycloidal motion. So we'll find out how the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagrams are there when the follower moves with the uniform velocity. So draw the displacement diagram. We take the angular displacement of cam in degrees as the x-axis and the stroke or the lift of the cam as the y-axis. If it is a velocity or acceleration diagram, we take the corresponding velocity or acceleration as the y-axis. So if it is a uniform velocity, you can just draw a straight line. So the cam moves with a uniform velocity from A to B, which is called as the outstroke or rise. From B to C, there is no movement of the follower. So that period is called as dwell. And from to C to D, it is return. And again it is dwell. So you can see the corresponding velocity diagram. So the velocity is uniform, so it remains constant. Then the velocity falls to 0. Again the velocity remains constant in the negative direction. So here you can see the velocity, it reaches the maximum at an instant. From 0 itself you can see the velocity is high. So as a result, the acceleration will become infinity. So when the acceleration is infinity, you feel the cam is very jerky. So you just do not follow uniform velocity. So what they do is, instead of having a steep curve at the top, they just round it off by using parabolic curve, so that you will not get the acceleration as infinity, or there will be some time for the velocity to reach the maximum. It gradually reaches the maximum, so you can get the acceleration as a rectangle. So this is the modified displacement velocity and acceleration diagram when the follower moves with uniform velocity. So with this, we will have a brief introduction. We will finish off this brief introduction of cam and followers. We'll see the remaining type of